I'm in my mom, Aparna Puri's kitchen today, and I'm gonna ask her some questions about working at the immigration clinic. So, how did you get involved with the clinic?
So this was almost 4 years ago, soon after the elections in 2016. I was very disturbed by the negative rhetoric that was in our lives every day, and it was about immigrants and the Muslim ban and a lot of family separations that really disturbed me, and the rhetoric that immigrants are criminals and they're dirty, and that had not been my personal experience at all with immigrants or in my community. And as an immigrant myself, it was a very personal issue for me, and so I started volunteering at the immigration clinic.
Can you talk to us about your experience about being an immigrant yourself?
Sure. So I came here with my husband 35 years ago to my doctorate in French literature. I didn't feel alone because there were many foreign students in my department. And one of the ways I stayed connected to my home back in India at that time was through food. I craved certain foods and I tried to cook it. Now back then there was no internet, phone calls were really expensive, I didn't have many cookbooks, but somehow I recreated just based on taste. Immigrant kitchens are great because they show us that America itself has such an enormous richness of gastronomy, and we have 400 years of immigrant history.
So what are you cooking for us tonight?
Tonight I'm cooking one of our family favorites that I've been cooking for many years, that I learned from a chef known as Madhuri Jaffrey from London, whose book I had when I first came to this country, and it's lemon cilantro chicken.
As you can imagine, there is a tremendous variety of cuisines in the Indian subcontinent. There is no such thing as curry powder in India. Instead, households use many different spices to give harmonious and unique flavors to their cooking.
So here are some spices which you probably don't know: garam masala and cumin powder, turmeric, which makes everything yellow. I have some Persian lime, and then this is something which is really interesting. It's called a masala dabba, and it has all the spices that I use on an everyday basis. I'm serving Alicia some food that I made today. There's some lentils that we call dal, and then it's some spinach and paneer. The spinach, actually it's not spinach, it's called saag, but it has broccoli and mustard greens and collard greens and broccoli rabe and lots of other stuff. And here's some chicken that we just made, cilantro lemon chicken that has been family favorite for a long time. So here you go.